A rural Manitoba homeowner is facing charges tonight after confronting a group of suspected thieves caught red-handed on his property. The 66-year-old man is accused of firing shots towards their vehicles before police arrived. And now he's charged along with the alleged crooks. Standing by live with the latest is CTV's Daniel Helmerson. So Daniel, what charges is the property owner facing?
6 firearm-related charges, Marilee, 2 counts each of careless use of a firearm, using a firearm in the commission of an offense, and discharging a firearm in a reckless manner. This is where it all went down late Saturday night on a rural property in the RM of Dufferin. A motion-activated security camera alerted the homeowner when 2 vehicles had entered his property. And when he went to investigate, police say he saw 4 people transferring fuel from a portable container into one of their vehicles, which turned out to be stolen from Saskatchewan. That's when the homeowner, who had a gun, confronted them and fired shots towards both vehicles. 3 of the suspects remained at the scene until Mounties arrived, but the 4th got away in one of the vehicles. And speaking of those vehicles, Marilee, the one which remained on scene was found to have a number of stolen items from the rural property inside of it.
So, Danny, why did RCMP lay charges against the homeowner who, by all accounts, was trying to protect his property?
Well, we asked police that, and here's what they had to say. Canadians may take reasonable steps to protect themselves or their property, but any force used must be reasonable and proportionate in the circumstances, including the nature of the threat. Generally speaking, property owners should prioritize their own safety during these situations and call police rather than confront intruders themselves. And that's a stance Premier Wab Kinew is backing tonight.
I think I got to go with the law enforcement on this one. We can have people being judge, jury, and potentially executioner, allegedly. Though I understand the frustration with crime, absolutely. Support law enforcement. Let's not make their job more difficult by making the reaction more complicated, I would say.
And Marilee, an ethics professor from the University of Manitoba, echoes that, saying people in rural areas are fed up with crime and potentially slower police response times. But Neil MacArthur says the property owner's response didn't match the threat.
In general, what we say is that, ethically speaking, if you are able to protect yourself and you're not in immediate danger, then you certainly don't pursue justice on your own. There's a reason we have a legal system. And, you know, property theft is a serious criminal offense, but it's not a capital crime. So he could have easily have killed one of these people. And that is not a suitable punishment for stealing.
Not everyone agrees with that take, though, Marilee. Josh Gunter, the PC MLA for Borderlands, has been advocating for clearer self-defense rights in Manitoba. In a statement to CTV News, he writes, "While I can't speak to the specifics of this case, I was disappointed in the Premier's response today in which he effectively ignored the rights of victims." He says Manitobans have the right to defend themselves and their loved ones in their own homes, but the Kinew NDP have repeatedly opposed my resolution to affirm just that. He goes on to say everyday Manitobans should not be expected to sit by as criminals threaten their livelihoods, their families, and their lives.
So back to the alleged thieves then, Danny. What charges are they facing after all of this?
Well, for the 3 suspects that were caught, 2 men and a woman, they're all facing numerous charges over this incident. And it's worth noting, one of them is charged with possession of a weapon for a dangerous purpose. And Mounties are still trying to track down the 4th suspect. The vehicle that person got away in was found abandoned in a canola field a few kilometers from the rural property.